let's get right into doing things, I guess. This is my Apple Music, but let's see what this video is about. Hopefully my
Hunter Biden said the N-word.
Let's go to Hunter Biden.
Let's go, dude. Hogwatch is on the menu, boys. Let's get
Hunter
started.
Biden said the N-word.
Biden, and this is like,
it is important.
It shouldn't be should it be a national story? Not necessarily. The story here is that nobody cares on the left, whereas remember there were rumors once upon a time that maybe Donald Trump had said the...
Oh, wow. I didn't realize that Hunter Biden was the president of the United States of...
Exactly. You can't really say, oh my God, people don't care that Joe Biden's son may have said the N-word, but guess what? They cared when the president said it. Of course. Of course they care if he's the president. And didn't he get sued by like the government for discrimination and violating the Fair Housing Act and stuff in the Civil Rights Bill? Him and his father, when they were running their hotels or whatever in New York, literally got sued by the government because they were being discriminatory based on who they were giving rooms to and stuff. Like, fam. Nah, Donald Trump's racist. Don't make it sound like everyone was just like, he might have said it one time. No, fam. He been racist. There's way more evidence than that.
Of America, pretty sick, dude. Crack is now legal. Legalized crack cocaine. Hunter Biden is president. We have made crack legal, and the supplement of esports leagues and of just every single league out there, every single professional sport. So that's a really stupid one-to-one comparison that he started it off with. Isn't crack legal in Oregon? Decriminalized, but yes.
N-word.
Right.
In one of the Apprentice outtakes.
Right, yeah.
That may be the reason that Bezos tried to get the rights to the rushes, to the footage.
Yeah.
So this is why it matters, because there are rules for thee and not for me. To be clear, I do not think that Hunter Biden...
Oh, so the argument is that, like, liberals are hypocrites because, like, they're not upset about Hunter Biden, even though he personally admitted that, like, I don't even know why this is a mainstream news story. Like, that's kind of dumb that it's a mainstream news story.
Nor Joe Biden. Do we all agree? I don't think either of them are racists.
I think they've accidentally.
I think they're racist in that they probably think that they're the white savior racists.
Right.
But I don't think they hate black.
I think they're classists.
Yes.
Absolutely.
What?
Wait, what? Go back.
Do we all agree? I don't think
like, that's kind of dumb that it's a mainstream news story.
Wait, he said
Joe Biden. Do we all agree? I don't think either of them are racist.
When he says either of them, are you talking about Joe and Hunter or Joe and Donald? Because they're both racist. Yeah, the Trump Organization was sued by Nixon's Department of Justice in 1973 for violating the Fair Housing Act in 1968. You know it's bad when Nixon's department is calling you out on racism. That's when you know it's bad. Reaction to a reaction. It's reacception, alright? Quality content.
Kind of dumb that it's a mainstream news story.
Nor Joe Biden. Do we all agree? I don't think either of them are racist.
I think they've.
If he's talking about Trump and Biden, I think both of them are racist. If he's talking about Hunter and Joe, then Joe's racist, but I don't know about
Accidentally.
I think they're racist in that they probably think that they're the white savior racists.
Right.
But I don't think they hate black.
I think they're classists.
Yes.
Absolutely.
What? These don't think Joe Biden, who literally worked with white supremacists and spoke of them fondly, is racist. Joe Biden, who is...
Because if they admit that Joe Biden or Donald Trump or anything is actually racist, then it makes their audience more sensitive to what racism actually is. So if they go out and say Joe Biden and Donald Trump are racist, then they go, okay, what did they do? And also, I don't think that the average Steven Crowder fan will look into it like that. But also, just in general, with, like, people, if that's the kind of thing that you're going to let out there, they're going to be like, all right, well, you say this or you say X, Y, Z, which could also make you racist. So, I mean, I guess that is a very brain-dead take that Joe Biden somehow isn't racist. But, I mean, I guess nothing looks racist when you're Steven Crowder because he is racist. So... Biden's not racist, he's just ignorant. Nah, I think he's racist. He's an old guy who spoke at, like, what? Didn't he speak at Strom Thurmond's funeral or something? Like a mad segregationist from the 60s and the 50s? Like, nah, I'm pretty sure he's racist. He's couched it more. He probably doesn't openly hate black people, but some of the thoughts that he has. I mean, of course, he's an old white dude from the American government who did have a hand in crafting the what's it called? the crime bill or whatever. Even though black people also supported that at the time. But do I think he's like bad like how he was in the 60s or 70s? No. But yeah, I think he's improved, but I think it's definitely still there.
Literally personally responsible, perhaps more than most other active congresspersons, with the incarceration of black people in the United States of America,
Yep.
the architecture of the crime bill, the guy who literally fucking said how proud he was for also being the architect of the Patriot Act. That guy's not fucking racist. That's wild, dude.
They're absolutely classist. But in other words, I don't think that Hunter Biden said the N-word in a racist connotation.
No, not at all.
No, I think, yeah, it
He was
just
joking around. Okay, so Hunter Biden yesterday, this is only in the Daily Mail. I have not seen it front and center at these other websites. It was discovered that he said the N-word multiple times in texts to his white lawyer, George Messiers. Do I have that right? I don't know because I haven't heard it pronounced anywhere because no one's covered it.
George. Not a soul.
So, you know what, actually, because I can't do this, read, can you do me a favor and read the original text here, Quarter Black? But first, but show them the picture of your,
give me
father from your wallet, because a lot of people question your racial authenticity.
Quarter Black Garrett reads Hunter Biden's messages verbatim. Quarter Black? Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Let me give you guys a little bit of an awakening, all right? Let me give you guys a little bit of something that I go by, okay? The term black is a catch-all term, okay? There are people who, based on how they pass, will feel comfortable or not comfortable saying the N-word. Like, there are people whose fathers or mothers will be African, but they, like, and usually the connotation that you think of when you hear African is like, oh, black or whatever. But no, there's actually a bunch of diversity in Africa. So you technically be African, and you could be American at the same time, so you're technically African-American, but if you're, like, white passing, meaning nobody would mistake you or think that you're black at all if they looked at you, then you saying the N-word will, A, take a lot of people aback, and B, be like, a lot of people be like, why are you doing that? So I can guarantee you right now, my G right here with the red hat, Quarter Black, this is the closest thing Steven Crowder's going to ever get to diversity on his show. I want you guys to know that. That's the closest thing he's ever going to get to diversity. He pulls a quarter black guy who most definitely does not look black to have him say the N-word. Best believe if Steven Crowder could do it, or if Steven Crowder gave less of a damn, he'd do it himself. Let's get ready for this. Uh-oh.
Which is a picture of your father from your wallet.
Notice how they had to caption it. You know it's bad when you have to caption it. If you have to caption that he is black and therefore can't say the N-word, he can't say the N-word. This dude, for all intents and purposes, is white passing. And you're going to say, and he's going to have, okay, all right.
Because a lot of people question your racial authenticity,
Gary,
which in
you're
itself
gonna
is
want
racist.
to put a little bit of twang on that
Yeah,
voice.
okay.
Yeah,
Here it
yeah,
is.
yeah.
Here it is.
This
is my
is
dad.
Quarter Black's
He's melanated.
Yep.
Hey,
It's confirmed.
Yep.
That is my dad.
It is confirmed.
Okay, here we go.
they had a TV show and everything.
Okay,
gonna
so
read
the
it?
tech.
Bro, this guy is not going to say the N-word right now, is he? No shot. Quarter Black Garrett reads Hunter Biden text messages verbatim. What
Called him Quarter Black Garrett.
the fuck, dude?
Exactly. The only value he has to Crowder is his ability to say the N-word.
He's half black? No, I don't think he is.
Text read from Hunter Biden to his lawyer.
Yes.
When he says quarter black, I'm assuming his dad was mixed. So I'm assuming one of his grandparents was black, one of the grandparents was white, had his dad, who was then mixed, and then the dad who's mixed got with probably a white woman and got with like a white woman or someone who's not black and had him. Thus technically making him quarter black. He's not actually going to say it.
He is a crackhead. by the way. So these are more than likely
not a-
crack infused.
Also,
tweets,
crack her.
Or
The
texts.
worst kind of person to use the N-word.
Really?
Chad says, watch me say the N-word. Gone sexual.
So,
Crack or
and,
crackhead?
And Dave, could you help me out in this?
I'd be
Maybe,
happy to.
Well,
play one of the other characters.
these are the original ones that people may
the
not have
actual
heard.
ones.
These
Okay,
were also all sent from a cricket phone. Is that correct?
Here we go. First one. Nigga, you better not be charging me Hennessy rates.
Bro! You can tell by the way he said that he knows he's not supposed to be saying it. Oh no! Yes. Oh my god. You know how you can tell by how he said it.
These are the original ones that people may
the
not have
actual
heard.
ones.
These
Okay,
were also all sent from a cricket phone. Is that correct?
Here we go. First one. Nigga, you better not be charging me Hennessy rates.
Oh, I didn't know
Well,
when
that's
we were
that's
on.
racist.
No, these are the actual
That's-
That's the
Yeah.
actual text. That's the
Wait, these guys are saying that's racist? But, like, he literally does, like, minstrel shit. Like, Steve Crowder thinks...
Sam, exactly. First of all, if anyone shouldn't be calling this like Joe Biden's lawyer or Joe Biden's son or whatever saying this, dude, he literally does a black voice, and Steven Crowder went viral for making fun of black farmers and saying, oh, black farmers don't exist. What are they gonna do? And make a bunch of black stereotypes. So it's funny how they can immediately call this out as racist. But, fam,
saying like, oh, use a jive turkey and shit like that is like the peak of comedy when talking about Barack Obama. He literally does like actual minstrel shit. He said he didn't say it in a racist way at the start. No, but he's talking about like this is insane, dude. He's what the fuck? Oh my god, dude. The black farmer shit. You guys remember when he was like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, black farmers, like we are drinking Hennessy. Like he's talking about Hennessy trees, dude.
You can look on the map
that's
right
the
there.
first one.
We'll get to the.
Oh, I'll read the other ones then.
That's not. I didn't get those ones.
Okay.
Oh,
Do you have the actual? Do you have the full text here?
I've got the full text here.
Do you have the lawyer responding?
I've got the lawyer
All
responding.
right.
as well.
Read all of it then.
Okay,
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 yeah.
okay. OMG, nigga.
Bro, I just gotta say something. If you find yourself in a situation where you have to show a picture of your fucking dad to be able to say the N-word, then it's probably not great to say it.
thank you. That's what I just said. If I came on this stream right now and I was like, nah, I'm Mexican, so I'm gonna say every single slur, and then I had to go get a family portrait of my dad and his side of the family to show I was Mexican, you guys would look at me like, just don't claim that and then just move on. Fam, they literally put up a disclaimer saying quarter black Garrett says XYZ. If that's the case, do not say it, bro. Just do not say it, bro. And and it's funny because any other news station, this is how you know that racism is so enshrined into everything Steven Crowder does. Any other news station that's covering this and, oh my god, the president's son said the N-word in a text, they go blank you blah 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 and read the text, or oh my god blank when they're reading the text, or they say like the asterisk or whatever. He had to get somebody that just barely passes his eye test because he has a photo of his black dad to actually read out and say the word because he couldn't just let it breathe. Fam, might as well have shown a whole birth certificate just because they wanted somebody to say the N-word on Steven Crowder's show. Just so because he didn't want to do it, because he's like, maybe that's a step too far. Reenacting George Floyd dying, that's prime content. But saying the N-word on my show, just a bit too far. Let me get my quarter black friend to say it. Oh my god, the amount of racism reeking in their like presence is mad.
You know what I mean? I had to stop for a second to just mention that because it's like, I mean, I don't know, man. Like, kind of weird to just like do that on a public broadcast, especially a reactionary public broadcast. You can't say that, big boy. Really? That's your take? I mean, maybe people are gonna say I'm fucking wrong and he is actually black. I don't even know if his father is actually half black or not. But maybe people will say like, oh, it's none of your business. Like, you know, get your wife self.
Well, then it's my business.
White self out of black people's business or whatever. But I don't know, dude. I mean, this dude is like the most white passing motherfucker. It's like me saying I'm brown. You know what I mean? I'm not. I'm fucking white pass. I'm so white passing that it's like, I mean, he's white. Like, I don't even. I mean, he's white. We don't go by the one drop rule anymore, baby. You good?
Exactly, the one drop rule. Maybe he could have said this in 1942 if we was doing the one drop rule, but dog, you look white. Like, you look white, bro. He don't even look mixed. Like, I get a lot of mixed people have, like, issues with it, because, like, a lot of times mixed people will be very, like, will be a little bit brighter, and then you'll be like, oh, maybe you're not, blah, blah, blah. But, dude, like, this is the most white passing person I've ever seen, like, say the N-word. Like, this is mad.
Yeah, like, literally. People keep saying Logic. Dude, Logic looks more...
10 million subs by 2025. Hey, y'all know who Speed is? Y'all know who Speed is, bruh? Fam, he hit like 1 million in like a week. Can we do the same? Everyone, like, I don't know, yo.
Black than this guy, okay? And also, everybody
Logic
knows
does look more
that
black
he's biracial, okay? He's Logic. He's biracial. Does Logic say the N-word, actually? I don't even know. This is like...
Logic barely ever says the N-word. Barely. And he's actually biracial. This dude's a quarter black. And out here with full-fledged confidence saying the N-word in the most stiff way I've ever heard in my life.
Elizabeth Warren being like, I'm Native American, dude. Like, so I should get the benefits. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, this is like when your 22andMe comes back and it says like you're 3% African or something. And you're like, all right, well.
Did you just fictional... These are crack infused, okay.
Yeah.
Did you just fictional character from the imagination of the collective frightened and my dead brother's unconditional love is what I should rely on, and my kids aren't children, George.
The most offensive part of
him.
this is the sentence structure, and that someone unknowingly would read this and assume that it's a black person writing it.
And it's definitely not.
It's
No,
it's
you
a
would
white
assume that it's a black person.
person perpetuating a negative stereotype. You'd see it. You'd say, "Oh, they said the N-word. Of course, they're black. This is horrible. We need better educational systems in inner cities."
We do need better educational systems in inner cities. If you see a text message where someone said the N-word in bad sentence structure and you think that then you think we need better education and blah, blah, blah. Fam, we do need better education, but the thing that you should be thinking about probably isn't I saw this text and just jumped to it was a black person saying it. That's so weird of a thing for him to say.
And it's definitely not.
It's a.
And if he's calling the idea that we need better schooling in inner city areas racist, then he's just a brainlet.
White person perpetuating a negative stereotype. You'd see it. You'd say, "Oh, they said the N-word. Of course, they're black."
I love whoever just said that. I'm not racist. I have a quarter black friend. That's literally this video. That's it.
This is horrible. We need better educational systems in inner cities. No, it's a white guy who's smoking Parm or a soft Gouda.
This next one's not too bad.
That's what's funny though. Is that he's trying to act like he's sober.
Right.
He's like, it's unconditional love. I found God.
They keep going
I don't
after
think
the
you have.
drugs.
Yeah.
Next one's not too
Like
bad.
you
He just
found a
says
nice
true
brie.
dat.
Yeah.
What?
And he also says nigga. So true dat nigga
Yeah.
at the end.
Yep.
That's Hunter. That's
This is all
saying
Hunter
that.
Biden.
I know this lawyer's like $800 an hour, and it's still not worth it.
Go to the next one here.
It says there is zero from Hunter's lawyer. There is
From
zero
Hunter's lawyer,
coverage
yeah.
or pickup of this story. Zip, I believe, talking about.
I mean, look, this is not my business because I am not only like white as fuck, but also on top of that, like not even fully fucking American. Like I grew up in Turkey, far
It's
away
cool, Hassan, I
from
got you.
black culture. So my understanding is like mostly in the framework of media. But my metric for like, I was thinking about this just now. So trigger warning, white guy talking about the N-word. But my metric for it is like, if you can be at a Klan rally and take your robe off and not have anybody be like, oh, what the fuck? You're out of place here, brother. Then you shouldn't be able to say the N-word. I think that's
Yeah.
fair, right? Like, is that not fair?
I'll
Like,
agree with
it's
you. I'll grant you that.
the Klan rally take. If you can go to a Klan rally, and this motherfucker could go to a Klan rally, and not a single person would be like, you're out of place. boy. You know what I mean? I feel like even with logic, if he was at a Klan rally, they'd be like, wait a minute, you look kind of different. You look kind of different, boy. What's going on there? But like this dude is just like he would fit in. They'd be like, hell yeah, that's Garrett. That's our favorite. Homie even awkwardly hesitates when saying the N-word. Put him in a room full of brothers and see how well that picture of his dad works out for him.
Exactly.
I mean, I feel like
fam, like you, by the way he says it and the way that he, like, you can, he's white, bro, and you can tell because the way he says it and everything. Gee, if he was in a room with a bunch of like black people, and he pulled out his, you should not have to pull out a picture of your father to prove that you could say the N-word, and they'd be like, "What the hell is you doing?" Like.
Nowadays, I don't even fucking know, okay? I don't know. Kind of yikes saying boy in that southern twang. Why? If he's a quarter black, probably implying some of his black ancestors were enslaved. He can't say the N-word because he looks white. See, that's why I said. That's why I fucking said it, dude. That's why I said it. I know for a fact people are going to get mad at this. This is like intra-community discourse. Even when black people are feeling some type of way about this and have different points of view on this, like it's everyone's gonna get mad at me, a person who is very clearly white, having this.
I will say I mostly agree with him. It's like, I don't know. I feel like when it comes to that, there's a lot of people who could just like, oh, you know what? I'm 1/4, I'm 1/8 black or whatever, even though they look completely white and they don't have to go through life. Like, there's a difference, right? Because that argument, I just thought about this. That argument that the person in the thing says, it implies that if he's a quarter black, it implies some of his ancestors were enslaved, but he can't say the N-word. So when we're talking about the N-word, or are we talking about like effects on black people? If we're talking about something systemic in black people's history in America, then you track back to slavery and everything. But we're talking about more cultural current things like the use of the N-word. I feel like if you can live your entire life without having to experience like any like type of oppression or negatives that come with having darker skin or being a black person, then you probably shouldn't get as much access to the things like the N-word and everything. Because like slavery, you'd bring that up in a context of what is the systemic effect on how you were created and your existence and stuff. But if we're talking about the cultural use of the N-word, bringing up slavery in order to try to justify someone who's very white passing saying it, it's kind of yikesy of an argument. I mean, I can see it, but can Mexicans say the N-word? No. I don't buy it. I don't buy that bullshit.
Kind of take.
Exactly. And the thing is that they had to say it. Like, you couldn't even actually bring up a black conservative to say, because there are a lot of black conservatives who would kill to go on Steven Crowder's show and say the N-word for them. You had to bring in the one guy who's white passing his shit and a quarter black to say it.
Of tile, stone, or grout.
Y'all just see that bullshit? Can I rewind the ad? Hey, rewind the stream. I know y'all seen it. These doors right here are the toughest doors for those mean messes when you're casually drinking water and see, I messed up and I missed, and now the door, it's fine, it's sturdy, okay? Buy my water bottle. Buy my doors. Oh my god. The lady said, and missed it filled on the floor. Oh my god.
Laptop.
Yeah. To which Hunter replied, "Wow, thank you, Michael Cohen."
And then
other text here.
Other texts I've read. I'm sorry for sexting you accidentally. That was meant for another friend named Georgia.
He also says, "My penis of late has been unconditional." Whatever that means.
And then
it's a big penis, George. I only love you because you're black.
Yeah, which is, look, well, I guess that's sort of reverse racism.
It's weird.
Yeah, that's love, right?
Yeah, it's love.
So we can give him the benefit.
It's love. It throws you off with the repeated use of the N-word, I guess. But hey, you know what they say with this, obviously. I want to be clear. It's not his fault. Like father, like son.
Out of a liberal instinct.
But I thought that they said he wasn't racist.
For love, brother, and humanity, although I think that's a good instinct. But for simple, pragmatic reasons. If we don't...
About you don't tell POC what they should or shouldn't say.
Exactly.
The moment
who misses their cup, fam?
You say that this dude is a person of color is the moment that you admit I'm a person of color. You recognize that, right? So you, in turn, are literally criticizing a person of color for person of color business. How about
Exactly.
that? Fucking reverse Uno, baby. Let's go. You just activated my trap card, bitch. There you go. That's it.
They will, or a portion of them will, become the predators 15 years from now.
What? You're literally POC? Bro, yeah. A person of fucking Caucasianness, okay? Dude, I'm sorry, dude. My name is Hassan. I'm Muslim. I'm Middle Eastern. Like, I look like spicy white, sure. But, like, I can't fucking claim ownership of this, okay? It's ridiculous. Like, oh, man, I'm POC. Like, it sounds so stupid when I say it, dude. It just sounds so dumb.
Yeah.
I don't know why people always fucking say this shit. Like, have I been discriminated against? Certainly. But only after people figure out what my background is, or rather, if they never see what I look like and only know my name from a fucking resume or some shit. So it's crazy. It's like I'm super fucking white passing.
That's
dude.
one thing.
Crazy.
It's not necessarily just about your ancestry. It's about the lived experience also. So you could say, oh, he's a quarter black. Technically, he could say this, blah, 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 blah. But, gee, if you can go through your whole life without having to claim that your quarter blackness, if the only way you're using your quarter blackness is to pull out a picture to say you can say the N-word, then live the rest of your life not having to deal with anything that black people have to go through because you look white as hell, you have no claim to person of color, blah, blah, blah. If that's not your lived experience as well. Because person of color is not just a designation that people use at random. It's a designation for people of color that comes with your skin color and your lived experience. So, he talking about spicy white. Yeah, like, fam, you can't just... you can guarantee that's the only time he really brings it up. Because by the way he says it, you know he probably does not say the N-word often. And the way he looks, you know that the only way he's bringing out that picture of his dad is if he has to get something to say the N-word, for example, or something else. Like, fam, come on now.
Poor kids are just as bright and just as talented as white kids.
What?
Bro.
You cannot go to a 7-Eleven or a Dunkin' Donuts unless you have a slight Indian accent. I'm not joking.
I mean, you got the first sort of mainstream.
Yeah, this is so weird. Like, they're doing a Joe Biden.
They just said he's not racist, but then are playing all these racist clips of Joe Biden.
Compilation when they're like, they literally just said he's not racist in the beginning of the fucking video, but they themselves like make way worse jokes all the time.
Exactly.
America.
It's funny, if all of this stuff is racist, then boy do I have to show you a show called Steven Crowder or Louder with Crowder, whatever the hell he calls it nowadays.
Who is articulate and bright and clean and nice looking guy.
I'm just so mad. Is incorrect. Uncle Phil. Uncle Phil.
Right? He's not the first.
Yeah, come on.
By far. By far.
I love how
Merch, you know who Uncle Phil is. They just Googled who that was.
They bleep out bitch, but like then got a white dude to say the N-word and they didn't bleep that part out. I'm losing my mind right now. A little bit. What's happening?
Civil Rights Act for like 14 hours. And you're still sticking a landing with the N-word. The point is, like father, like son, Joe Biden, take him at his word. He's not joking. I still don't think that they should be canceled for racism as much as the pedophilia.
I'm telling you, we are being memed. They want you to be commenting on the fact that they're leaning into the 1/4 black stuff, quarter black, get it right. I don't know if that's real or not. I feel like I don't know if that's real or not. I mean, you can fucking cancel me all you want to be like, oh, dude, Hassan is like questioning the blackness of someone who's like quarter black, but like, bro, you don't look black. Like you take all the benefits.
And it's crazy because I can guarantee you, everyone in the stream who's mad at him for saying that, which was common sense, are white.
Of being a white person, like you have the privilege. Like that's crazy to me. I'm sorry, you literally have all the privilege. That's wild. And you're so privileged that you decided to like literally become a conservative too on top of that, which by the way is like, it's like me saying I'm fucking brown. Like, wait, what is this?
Smuggler is coming over towards us. I'm just gonna take a moment and ask him a few questions. Hola, ¿cómo estás? More los magros, Viandra? Sí.
What the hell is
¿Habla
going
inglés? No? ¿Cuántos te pagan cruzar los migrantes?
I love this, dude. It's fucking
Fox
great,
News.
Dude. ¿Dónde está la biblioteca, my friend?
No.
¿Dónde es la biblioteca?
¿Qué le dice a la Presidente Biden? Okay, well, Neil, he's not saying anything about how much he's getting paid or if he has a message for President Biden, but he does say that more people are coming. Not entirely sure.
You went up to somebody in a goddamn like pond, like river area, and asked them if they're being paid by the president?
Why?
Wait, how does he know this guy's a smuggler?
The smuggler is sitting in the middle of
This
the
motherfucker can't even speak
He just assumed he's a smuggler? Wait.
Spanish. Like, what the fuck? Why is he just like...
river here? We're going to continue to monitor it and bring it to you as we get it, Neil.
This random brown man is probably a smuggler. Not even probably. Definitely a smuggler. Here's an anti-vaccine nurse in Ohio.
Okay, that was weird. I guess just casually back on it with the racism? I don't know. Is that this has to be said. Fox News at this point should just be designated a satire network. I mean, at this point, I don't even know what that just was. Man just went up and straight assumed that somebody was a smuggler. I thought he was saying that, like, Joe Biden's paying crisis actors. I don't know what the heck that just was, but we're gonna get into American Truck Simulator now. My brain is hurt from politics today. Apparently people can just I don't know, G. I'm gonna join this Discord call and with some of my friends, and we're gonna play Matt.
Oh.
Yo.
Hello.
We're live.
I know. I was watching.
Yeah. Oh Lord, that video was something else.
Yeah. I don't know. My mouth was wide open. I'm not lying. I didn't think he was gonna say it.
I genuinely didn't think he was gonna say it. I thought they would at least bleep it.
They was gonna joke about it or something.
Talking about a quarter black. They really put that is hilarious.
On them pulled up a wrinkly picture.
Exactly.
Whatever, dude.
If you have to do that, yeah, you can't, just don't say it, bro. There's no reason why you should have to pull out ID in order to say the N-word. Like, at this point, bro, you shouldn't even want to say it that bad. They could have really got like
like they seriously could have not said it or bleeped it. And on top of, like, bro, it wasn't even enough dialogue to say it. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like maybe if you would have missed out on the conversation if he didn't say it, there was barely any dialogue.
Exactly.
It was it was like 3 or 4 sentences text.
They were just finding an excuse because, like, gee, you didn't have to. There was no need for that. There was the littlest amount of need for that, and they just had to. Like, if anyone else is covering it, if they don't have Guy there, even if they do have Guy there, you could literally just I'm sorry, the freaking thing's playing the audio, but you could literally just go blah 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 blank or whatever, and there he says the N-word again, and then like show where the asterisks are on the script or whatever. Like, fam, you didn't have to get this dude who's quarter black. You could have got like Candace Owens or something, or like a fully black conservative to like come on and say it, because you know that they
look so white.
Yeah, bro, he's very much white passing. That is not yeah, that's just when you want to say it so badly that it's just like we'll do anything.
Yeah, that's pain.
That whole stream was just I'm not racist. I have a black friend, and the black friend looks like that.
And the black friend looks like
the black friend's Mark.
Yeah.
Oh, hi Mark.
Fully.